Good morning, students. Our today's topic in the subject of Geography O levels is industrial states in the topic of secondary industries. So concentrate yourself. Here we are going to start industrial states. So here are some features of the industrial states. Number one, specified areas exclusively reserved for establishing industries. So the governments in any country, in almost all countries, has specified areas which are exclusively reserved for establishing the industries. There no other thing can be established, so that area is called industrial state. The government provides infrastructure facilities, for example, power, gas, water supply, sanitation, telecommunication, and health and education facilities for the workers and their families, because in that area lot more industries will be developed. So it means very large amount of the workers and their families will work there. So government normally provide infrastructure facilities in which these things are included. The government also provides incentives such as exemption from custom duty on the imported machinery, because government normally wants to promote the industry in that area. So government gives some kind of the incentives in which custom duty exemption from the custom duty is included normally in that area for those industries which are located in that area. First such state in Pakistan was SITE in Karachi, set up in 1948, and the latest are being developed at Gwadar and the Lahore Sundar industrial state. Industrial states contribute to the industrial development, provides jobs to the people, and generate revenue for the government. So because government encourage industries to be located in those areas. So because their industries are located and a lot more work is done in that area, lot more industrial activity is done. So that area provides jobs to the people and generate revenue for the government. They enhance the confidence of the investors and the industrialists who try to expand their industries by availing the incentives offered by the government. So the local businesses as well as the investors from the foreign countries are encouraged to invest in that area, and their confidence also enhanced because of the industrial activities carried out in that area. Also the government is providing some incentives, so the investors invest in those areas. They eventually lead to the development of the neighboring areas. So the location of the industry in the industrial state will develop that particular area, but gradually the neighboring areas will also be developed because the industrial activity will be carried out in those areas. Next thing that we are going to read in the lecture is special industrial zones, an exclusive area devoted to the industries. That area is called special industrial zones. It can be developed in those where infrastructure facilities are non-existent. So normally the government's effort is to develop an area in which the infrastructure facilities are non-existent. So government normally encourage the industries to be developed in the area which is exclusively devoted to the industries. So gradually the infrastructure get better in that area. The government encourages private sector, local or foreign, to develop these facilities, roads, connections, etc., while it facilitates all the development process by asking the concerned departments, WAPDA, PTCL and PWD, to accomplish their task on priority basis. So normally the private sector develop that area, but government facilitates the private sector in a way that government orders its public departments to accomplish their task on priority basis. the investors can develop their residential, commercial, and social facilities around the industrial zone. So the benefit of these kind of the areas is the investors who actually invest in terms of the industry, but also develop their residential, commercial, and social facilities around the industrial zone also. So that area develop gradually. Various incentives are offered by the government, and they include concessions in power, gas, and water charges. So these are the facilities which normally government give to the private sector in those area, and custom duty on the imports. Such projects, however, need sustained and reliable government policies in order to attract local and foreign investors. So the thing required in this kind of the project is that there should be sustained and reliable government policies, because in Pakistan it is normally happened that when the government change, the government policies normally change. So sustained and reliable government policies are required if you want to promote these kind of the areas. Then the private sector will invest. The next thing that we are going to read is the export processing zone, that is in short form is EPZs. In 1980, EPZA, that is Export Processing Zone Authority, was established. Aims of the export processing zones are: number one, to establish and develop, promote export-oriented industries. So, government encourage those kind of the industries which actually work to export the things, because in those industries earn valuable money for the country. Number two, to attract foreign investors. Definitely, when the foreign investor will see that a lot of industrial activity is done, and there is still a lot more margin is there, so that will attract the foreign investors as well. Number three, to bring and utilize modern and latest technology, definitely to compete with the international companies. The companies which are exporting the things from the country will use modern and latest technology. So this will be another benefit of the export processing zone. Number four, to generate employment opportunities. Definitely, when the industrial activity will be done, a lot more jobs will be created and people will get jobs in those areas. Export processing zones were set up at Karachi, Rawalpindi, Risalpur, Sialkot, at Sambrial, and the latest one is being developed at the Gwadar. So here are some export processing zones in Pakistan. The next thing that we are going to read is the Rural Industrial States Projects. 1978, Rural Industrial State Development Project was started in Pakistan. Aim was to promote industrial development in lesser developed areas so that the people get work at their residential places, and they do not need to migrate to other areas. So the aim was to promote industrial development in the lesser developed area. Hub and Winder State in Balochistan, Nooriabad in Sindh, Chunia in Punjab, and Hatra Rand, Gadoon Amazai in KPK. So these were some rural industrial states that were started in Pakistan. Proper feasibility of the Nooriabad and Hub states was not carried out, and this resulted in failure to achieve the desired results. So this is the common problem in Pakistan, that the proper feasibility is not done. The projects are being started, but after some time they fail because the requirements are not meet. So the proper feasibility was not there in Nooriabad and Hub state. So that's why it resulted in the failure to achieve the desired results. So look now. What a big mistake was there. Reason was the deficiency of the water supply that led to the various setbacks. So what a big mistake was there, that the planners could not anticipate the fulfillment of the water requirement. So because water is the main requirement in the working of different industries, so that's why these Nooriabad and Hub states were resulted in failure. So this was the lecture, students. I hope so this will be much more easier for you to understand now. So read this lecture again, understand it, learn it, and make your notes. Thank you so much.